Imagine this. You're a Polish worker who moved to the UK for better opportunities. You've spent years building a life here, finding a job, making friends, and feeling part of the community. But then, Brexit happens. Suddenly, you're faced with growing uncertainty, a rise in anti-immigrant sentiment, and bureaucratic hurdles just to remain in the country you've come to call home. The cost of living is soaring, wages aren't keeping up, and what once felt like a land of promise now feels financially and socially unstable. Meanwhile, back in Poland, things have changed dramatically. The country's economy is booming, with growth in tech and manufacturing, and the cost of living is much lower than in the UK. Many Polish Britons are now wondering if the dream they once sought in the UK is slipping away, and whether it's time to return to a Poland that now offers not only financial stability, but also the chance to reconnect with cultural roots in a thriving homeland. Today, we'll explore the forces driving this post-Brexit exodus, from the shifting economies of both nations to the evolving social and personal landscape presented to Polish Britons, tasking them to navigate the uncertainties of staying in the UK with the growing opportunities awaiting them back in Poland. But before we dive in, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Supporting small channels like this really helps us grow. Now, let's get into it. In 2004, Poland's accession to the European Union triggered a massive shift in migration patterns. Thousands of Poles, seeking better economic opportunities, packed their bags and headed for the United Kingdom. This influx of workers filled crucial gaps in the British labour market, from construction sites to hospitals. Fast forward to 2023, and we're witnessing a remarkable reversal of this trend. The economic landscapes of Poland and the UK have undergone a dramatic transformation since 2004. Poland was still emerging from its communist past, while the UK was experiencing economic prosperity. The stark contrast made migration an attractive option for many Poles. Today, the tables have turned. While the UK struggles with the aftermath of Brexit and a cost of living crisis, Poland's economy is surging ahead. Poland's economic renaissance is driven by sustained development and strategic investments in key sectors. The country has positioned itself as a hub for IT services and software development, attracting both domestic and international investment. As Dominik Andrzejczuk, a Polish-American venture capitalist, notes, Poland is sitting on a gold mine of tech talent, ranking 4 overall in STEM graduates and number 1 in female STEM graduates. This abundance of skilled professionals is fueling innovation and driving economic growth across various industries. Poland's manufacturing sector has also seen significant growth, benefiting from the country's increasingly skilled workforce. The country has become a key player in the automotive supply chain, producing components for major car manufacturers across the continent. This economic boom is having a profound impact on Polish workers in the UK. Many are now faced with a tantalizing prospect: the opportunity to return to a homeland that offers competitive salaries, lower living costs, and a familiar cultural environment. Software engineer Monika Wojciechowska observes that salaries for programmers in Poland are becoming competitive with international standards, especially when considering the lower cost of living. The Polish government has introduced initiatives to encourage this reverse migration, recognizing its potential benefits for the country's continued growth. As a result, we're seeing an increasing number of Poles in the UK seriously considering a return to their homeland. The promise of professional growth, coupled with the comfort of being closer to family and cultural roots, is proving to be a powerful draw. For many, the idea of contributing to Poland's growth story is an exciting prospect, offering a sense of purpose and national pride that may have been lacking in their lives abroad. While some Poles are drawn back by Poland's economic success, others are being pushed out by a more sinister force. Since 2016, a shocking statistic has emerged that's forcing many Polish Britons to question their future in the UK. What changed so dramatically in such a short time? The answer lies in the aftermath of the Brexit referendum. For many Polish Britons, Brexit was a personal rejection. The UK government's implementation of the EU settlement scheme, designed to allow EU citizens to continue living in the UK after Brexit, has had a profound impact on Polish communities. The rise in anti-Polish sentiment and hate crimes following the Brexit vote has been particularly alarming. Ethnically motivated attacks against Poles have increased significantly over the years, with a sharp acceleration post-referendum. Many Polish Britons report feeling less welcome and more susceptible to discrimination. The psychological impact of Brexit on Polish communities in the UK has been substantial. A study revealed that a significant portion of Polish key workers in the UK experience workplace discrimination, deteriorating mental health, and worsening financial situations during the pandemic. This combination of economic pressure and social hostility has created a perfect storm of stress and uncertainty for many Polish Britons. Dorota Antolok, who lived in Peterborough, shared her disillusionment. "I thought that England was the country that would change my life. I am now happy to come back to Poland." Her experience reflects a growing sentiment among Polish Britons who feel increasingly alienated in a country they once saw as a land of opportunity. The Polish ambassador to the UK, Arkady Rezegowski, publicly called on Polish citizens to return home, stating, "We are waiting for you with open arms." This sentiment aligns with growing concerns among Polish families about their long-term future in Britain, particularly in light of reports of xenophobic bullying against Central and Eastern European children. For long-term Polish residents in the UK, this situation presents a complex dilemma. Many have built lives, careers, and families in Britain over decades. The decision to leave isn't just about packing up and moving. It's about uprooting entire lives, potentially disrupting children's education, and leaving behind friends and communities. Yet, the alternative of staying in an increasingly hostile environment presents its own set of challenges. The number of Poles who have left the UK since the Brexit vote is significant, though exact figures are difficult to pin down due to the nature of migration statistics. However, what's clear is that the Polish population in the UK has declined for the first time in nearly 2 decades, marking a reversal of the long-standing trend of Polish migration to Britain. As the Polish population in Britain dwindles, a new economic reality is taking shape. The once prosperous life many Polish migrants sought in the UK is now slipping through their fingers. What's causing this dramatic shift? And why are some Poles finding that their money stretches further back home? The UK is currently grappling with a severe cost of living crisis, characterized by soaring inflation rates and energy prices. This economic turmoil has hit Polish workers particularly hard, eroding their purchasing power and making it increasingly difficult to maintain the standard of living they once enjoyed. In 2023, a Polish worker in the UK might be earning pounds, but those pounds are buying less and less with each passing month. The impact of this crisis on Polish families in the UK is stark. Many are struggling to make ends meet, facing tough choices between essentials like food, heating, and housing. Reports indicate that some Polish workers are seeing their monthly expenses consume a significant portion of their income, leaving little room for savings or discretionary spending. When compared to the cost of living in Poland, the financial strain in the UK becomes even more apparent. Housing costs, in particular, show a dramatic difference. For instance, a rental in Cambridge costs around 1,000 yield a month now. Compare that to a home in Gdynia, Poland, for just a fifth of that cost. This significant reduction in housing expenses exemplifies the financial advantages many Polish returnees are experiencing. The impact of inflation and rising energy prices has been particularly severe for Polish workers in the UK. Many find themselves in a precarious financial situation, with 40.2% reporting a worse financial situation during the pandemic. This economic pressure, combined with the social and political challenges stemming from Brexit, has created a perfect storm, pushing many Polish Britons to reconsider their future in the UK. As a result, an increasing number of Polish families are exploring the financial advantages of returning to their homeland. The lower cost of living in Poland, coupled with its growing economy and improving job market, presents an attractive alternative. Returnees often find that their savings allow them to afford a higher quality of life than they could in the UK. Stories of Polish returnees who have improved their financial situation are becoming more common. Many report being able to afford larger homes, better healthcare, and more disposable income in Poland. The combination of lower living costs and competitive salaries in certain sectors, particularly in technology and manufacturing, has allowed some returnees to achieve a standard of living that was out of reach in the UK. While financial gains are enticing, Poland's cities have undergone a stunning metamorphosis, challenging long-held perceptions. How has this Eastern European nation managed to reinvent itself? And what does it mean for those considering a return? Poland in 2023 is a far cry from the country many migrants left behind 2 decades ago. The transformation is visible in its modernized cities, with Warsaw's skyline now rivaling Western European capitals, and smaller cities like Wrocław and Poznan seeing significant upgrades in infrastructure and urban planning. This modernization extends beyond aesthetics, encompassing substantial improvements in quality of life indicators. According to the EuroHealth Consumer Index, Poland's healthcare system now ranks higher than several Western European countries in terms of accessibility and outcomes. Simultaneously, Polish universities are climbing international rankings, offering globally competitive programs. These advancements in healthcare and education contribute to a more attractive environment for potential returnees. Poland has also emerged as a major player in the European tech scene. The country ranks 4th overall in STEM graduates and 1st in female STEM graduates, creating a deep pool of tech talent. This has led to a surge in job opportunities for skilled workers, particularly in fields like software development, data science, and IT services. Cities like Warsaw and Krakow are developing vibrant startup ecosystems, creating a more dynamic, innovative culture that's particularly appealing to young professionals. For Polish emigrants considering a return, this transformed homeland holds a powerful emotional pull. It's about coming back to a country that has, in many ways, realized its potential. The Poland they left behind has evolved into a modern, ambitious nation that's increasingly confident on the European stage. Returnees often express surprise and pride at the changes they see. Monika Wojciechowska, a software engineer who returned from abroad, stated on Euronews article, "For a lot of programmers in Poland now, the salaries are becoming more equal to what you make internationally." Dorota Antolok, who returned from the UK, added a different perspective, stating, "I love being home because ordinary people have a good quality of life in Poland." The satisfaction of returning often extends beyond professional life. Many appreciate the improved housing quality, with modern and warm living conditions compared to their previous homes abroad. The ability to reconnect with Polish culture while still enjoying the amenities of a modern European country creates a unique appeal that many find compelling. This combination of cultural familiarity and modern progress is reshaping the narrative of return migration to Poland. The Polish exodus from the UK signifies a broader shift in European economic dynamics. As Poland's economy strengthens and the UK faces post-Brexit challenges, the flow of skilled labor continues to reverse, impacting both nations significantly. This reversal of migration patterns has far-reaching consequences. The UK now confronts potential labor shortages in sectors previously dominated by Polish workers, while Poland benefits from the skills and experience of returning immigrants. It demonstrates how rapidly economic fortunes can change in our interconnected world. In conclusion, the story of Polish migration in Europe has evolved significantly over the past decades. While the future remains uncertain, the current trends highlight the dynamic nature of European labor markets. The ongoing shifts in migration patterns between Poland and the UK serve as a clear indicator of the changing economic landscape across the continent, reflecting broader transformations in the European economy. Now, thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to stay up to date with geopolitical trends, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.